The number one thing that turns all women off the most. What's good, 1SA gang? Alright, the number one thing that turns off girls is when a guy brags about all the stuff he has. Bruh, nothing else shows a girl that you're trying your hardest to impress her than you bragging about yourself. So what exactly does 1SA mean by all this? Well, I'll tell you. Guys, when you talk about the things like how many Rolexes you own, how many Gucci belts you got, how many sneakers you wear, how many vacations you've gone on, effectively what you're telling this girl is, I know you a bad bitch with a fat ass, so let me tell you about all my accomplishments in the hopes that you might like me. You can't be doing that shit, player, because trying to impress a girl is an instant turnoff. If you do any of that bragging, best believe she'll think that she's out of your league because you're trying so hard to impress her. Now I know y'all see rappers like Travis Scott and Drake doing this all the time, and I know y'all want to be like them, but fellas, unless you're 25 sitting on 25 mil, then that shit ain't gonna work, player. So stay humble and never ever try to impress or brag about your life. Another thing, fellas, when you're doing all that bragging shit, you need to remember that talk is cheap, and instead, you should let your actions do the talking. You should let who you are do the talking for you and let everything else speak for itself. So for example, if you're a guy in good shape, then just rock well-fitted clothes that complement your physique. You don't need to start bragging to a girl about how much you can bench press or how many push-ups you can do in 60 seconds, man. Stop that. You just need to let your body speak for itself. Don't be the type of dude who is trying to show off his body in an excess super tight t-shirt even though it's snowing outside. Cause if you do stuff like that, you'll come across like a lame trying too hard, and once again, all girls will be turned off. Another example is guys who are decked out from head to toe in designer clothes just to impress a girl at a party or the club. Now look fellas, there's nothing wrong with wearing a few designer clothes every now and then, but please don't be the type of nigga to pull up to the club in some loud, tacky branded jeans and a designer t-shirt with logos all over the place looking like a goddamn NASCAR driver. Cause once again, it shows that you're trying too hard to impress, and it's an instant turnoff. Keep it subtle and keep it classy, fellas. Guys, girls are not dumb. They know when you're trying too hard to impress them. They know why the fuck you're being extra. They can smell that shit and it turns them off. So listen up guys, when you do this kind of stuff, you need to realize that you're subconsciously communicating to a girl, I'm not good enough as I am, so I need to show you and tell you how great I am. So stop that shit now, bruh. Let me repeat, never, ever, ever try to impress a girl. That is the biggest turnoff for all girls. One more thing, let's say that even if a girl did show a little bit of interest in you, that exact millisecond you start bragging or trying to impress her, just know that she's going to instantly start assuming you've never dealt with a girl of her caliber. So just let your swagger do the talking and cut the bragging shit. We don't do that bragging flex over here in the 1SA gang. We are focused on our grind and our purpose. We don't have the time to try to brag to girls in the hope that it might land us some pussy. Fuck that, B. We let our grind and success do the talking. And there you have it, guys. The number one thing that turns all women off. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Gang, gang, gang.